Hey, welcome back to code.org. We are working on level 13. It is another one from that game which shall not be mentioned. But we're going on an aquatic voyage. But we're not going to mention the name of the game. So hopefully Go Guardian won't smash us this time. So let me share my screen with you and I think you'll see what I mean. All right, here we are. We're using conditionals again. I'm going to skip around a little bit this time. You see, I'm starting kind of towards the beginning. There were some very easy, very easy lessons where you did not need to use conditional blocks, but now we're introducing those conditional blocks back in. So we've used if else, we've used whiles. So this one is very simple. It's a conditional block that will just repeat whatever's inside of it until the goal has been reached. And if I look at my workspace, I can see that I'm using 2 out of the 3 blocks already. So to complete this, I only need to add 1 block. So it's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. So the direction says, let's feed the cod to the dolphin, use a repeat block, use a repeat until block to get across the ocean faster. So this is a repeat until. So it has the condition of until we reach the goal. I'm in a little sailboat. No, I'm in a little rowboat right here. I can see the dolphins directly in front of me. So I'm just going to move forward. I'm going to hit run. And off I go. He won't stop rowing until he reaches his goal. Now, if I didn't aim him at his goal, he would keep rowing forever. Because he'd never reach his goal. So it is important to make sure that your plan works or else your program will never end. So let me hit replay. And I think I'm going to skip the next one. Let's go to 6 instead. And let me start over. All right. So this one says, looks freezing out there. Catch a salmon on your way to the underwater ruins. So I'm in my sailboat again. And for this one, I've got to kind of zigzag through a space. So I'm going to still be using my repeat until goal. So I'm going to put that on right away. And I'm going to be moving forward 1, 2, 3 times and making a right turn. So this is already set to 3. I'm going to move forward, turn right. And then if it repeated that again, I would go 1, 2, 3, and make a right. And I would just go, let's try it. I think I'm going to go around in circles. I don't think this is going to work. All right. So to create a zigzag pattern, let me hit reset or else he's never going to stop. To create a zigzag pattern, I basically have to make it do the same motion, but turn in the opposite direction. So I'm going to use the exact same combo of blocks, but this time I'm going to make it turn left. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3 forward, turn right, then 1, 2, 3 forward, turn left. So let me try that. So I'm going to add another repeat block with a move forward, and then I'm going to turn left instead of right. And I do have leftover blocks. So if this worked, I could have done it without the repeats. I would have had enough to do 1, 2, 3 move forwards in a row, then turn right, then 1, 2, 3 move forwards in a row, and then turn left. But I always like using the repeat blocks to make everything shorter. I think having less code on the screen is always easier. So I think I'll make the zigzag pattern now. So let me try it out. Okay, then you should turn right again. Go forward again, turn left, and there he is. He made it. All right. Let's do one final puzzle. And I'm going to jump all the way ahead to 9 now. So skip a couple. All right. All right. So you made it to the reef. Now search for the heart of the sea. Use the blue and red coral to reach the treasure chest. So I'm underwater. Here I am. And there's the treasure chest. So it's kind of like a little maze. So I have to go forward and around, kind of this way. It's a lot more than just left and right. But I know I'm going to need a repeat until goal. So let me just get that out there and start right away. Now, I did hit the hint for this one because I thought it was a little tricky, and I wanted to have the hint on the screen for everybody. So it says, see the red and blue coral blocks. So there's blue, there's a red. Use them as guideposts to turn right and left. So basically, I've got if standing on red, if standing on blue. I'm going to put one of each there. One of them is going to have me turn in one direction, and the other one's going to have me turn in the other. So, so let me take a look at this. So I'm definitely going to need to move forward. And then I'm basically going to have an if. So it's kind of like either or. So if I just go straight forward, I'm going to hit a blue coral block first, and I have to make a right. So let me pop that one in there and turn it to right. So if I turn right there, then I'll hit this one next. I'll turn right again. Then I will hit this coral block, and that's red, and I'll have to turn left. So let's try it out and see if he makes it. Swimming along, sees a coral block, turned. Okay, so these conditional blocks basically let me use the environment kind of like as a little roadmap to decide which way I'm turning. So that basically those little symbols, either red or blue in color, let me hit replay so I can have it in front of me again, would allow me to, turn left or right. Now, this could be really important in automation. Forklifts in factories and warehouses could drive around without drivers now, and they could use little symbols on the floor to kind of guide them along their paths. And something like a program like this could allow them to know, okay, this is where I turn left, this is where I turn right. So you could have like maybe one-way aisles. It could be used for like automated people movers that could safely bring people from one area to another using these visual cues to know when to start, when to stop, and or maybe when to speed up and when to slow down. So there's a lot of different possibilities in coding to use something like this. It's not just playing a game. All right, let me go back to my classroom. All right, here I am. So this lesson, I think, even though it was framed inside of a game, shows a lot of real world application for something like this. I think as we start moving on with these different coding lessons, that if we try to think of how could these be applied in real life, we would start seeing more and more applications. So these conditional blocks that actually look for something in the physical environment could be used in the real world to guide an automated system, to guide, to help, to even help an operator by placing cues right on the controls. So that's it for today. Good luck with the rest of them. The last couple are a little tricky, so they're nice and challenging for you. And I will see you next time. Bye.